Alright, so I think, I feel like Arduhn and like a reasonable pyre such as Echo of the Timefather is usually going to produce a pretty interesting run. It's hard for it to become stumpy, but I think it's also hard for it to be super cursed. So it's actually just really nice. So we'll go ahead and just do that. Of course, there is the chance that we get Lazarus mix, starter, secondary. There's 1 out of 19 or whatever, but you know, we'll live with that. I don't want to create some magic dice for this one. Alright, Pyreborn, that should be reasonable. Magma Mauler, good starter. Phase Blessing, very good. Golden Touch, very good. Well, this is going to be pretty strong, but we'll see. Entropy, not too bad. Vampiric Feed could be tough. We do need to make sure we have some front-loaded damage. Hard-Headed. Okay, Hard-Headed could be annoying if I go the Slay Path, although Phase Blessing is pretty good for that. Yeah, it looks like there's no option. We'll just go Mystic Hammer. I've said it before, I think I'll stick to it. I just don't think there's much reason to ever go Hierophant. I think Mystic Hammer is just way better. Would have much preferred the Slay Path here, though. We could do Expanded Coffers with just Golden Touch. We're definitely not getting there, but we may get there with other stuff, and I don't know. Wing Clippings, I guess we could take. There are some good consumables for these clans. But I don't know. Both are kind of speculative, right? I'm not guaranteed that either of them really do much for me. Like, I could say that I guess if I get like a Greed Dragon or something, this becomes better. We'll take this. Titan Skin 1 should be pretty easy. Tough boss, tough troop though. I do think Heavenly Toll is generally the hardest first ring. We'll go up top, no reason not to. Other than I guess the boss is a little bit easier to kill, but I'm not worried about killing the boss when we have this path. Alright, we'll do that and that. A second, I need to move my drink out of the way of my screen. That doesn't really work, but yes, we'll just do that. I mean, I could hit it once. I'm not. I think I'll just kill them naturally. For this one, we can do this. Just get our draw fixed up. Alright, we got the Golden Touch. Definitely gonna play that. Doesn't matter what we end here. Do this, and that guy's dead, which is good. I don't know that it would really matter though, because as long as I end in New Moon here, I may not play that. Unfortunate turn for Golden Touch. I guess I could just do this since it's dying to the spikes anyway. I'm okay with that. And we'll just do this. I'm going to save the ability in case I need it for this. Some abysmal draw order happens or something. Yeah, I can take one of them out. They're taken care of. We got the ability, so we can just spam this twice. Play this even though we're not redrawing. Yep, we're good. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Sorry, I'm somewhat distracted here. Just give me a quick 30 seconds. I swear you will have my full and undivided attention. Alright, I'm going to pause. I'll be right back. Alright. Meddler, Starstruck, or Celestial Storm? I feel like it's going to be hard for me to find Ember to play Celestial Storm. And I already have, like, probably the want. You know, I took the dragon, or the expanded coffers, so I'm already wanting to get these costed down. Or if I find, like, alchemy, I would want to cost that down. Or if I find the soul siphon equipment, I would want to take that, which already costs 3. I don't know that I'd be able to, like, make it deployable or anything. Long story short, Celestial Storm has not really impressed me in a while. I think it's very tough at 3. It's just a much less good version of Heavenly Fall. You know. But I don't know, maybe it's better than Starstruck here. Starstruck is not necessarily doing anything into these bosses, other than, I guess you could argue, Hard-Headed. That you know, Hard-Headed might move me toward just taking Starstruck. I feel like it is a better card than Celestial Storm. Oh, we'll take it. Larva Armor's doable. Flicker with Conduit, though, that's just, like, pretty good. I mean, sure, it's not attuned like Celestial Storm, but it also costs 3 entire less Ember. Does have some anti-synergy with, like, a lot that's going on here. But, I don't know. Alright, my apologies. I need to pause really quick. I swear I'll be good after that. Alright. Yeah, Flicker certainly seems alright. It's hard for me to take a Flicker over a Lava Armor. And Pyrocrest just isn't in the equation here, because Lava Armor just does what Pyrocrest does better. And it doesn't have a Calcifate Ember. Flicker also would be good if we get like a Magma Miner. Do we want to hit Pyroborn Banner or Luna here? Nice thing about this champ is it allows me to go to the Merchant of Magic, which I think I want to do when there's a Phase Blessing. We also got to think like Holdover already is wanting to go in Phase Blessing. I think we want to just get damage. And Flicker might do that better. I think we take the Flicker. I think a 3 Horde is worth here. So Greed Dragon and Magma Miner are going to be, Magma Miner, the Incant one, are going to be the best things here. I definitely don't mind a Spell Chain on the heal card. Alright, we got Greed Dragon, definitely taking that. And that will be very good with that. So we've definitely got a line to victory, now we just need to navigate our way there. Let's go Spell Chain here still. And get this cheaper, I guess. And I guess we could put it plus 10 on it. 10 on the Flicker is pretty good too, but this just makes it much easier to get my eggs. And then eventually I can just get rid of those. I get just enough for that. It's not so good to go Intrinsic here when we're not the Slay Path. So I don't think we actually do want to spend this 80 gold on this. Yeah, I don't think so. Save some money for the... We're going to hit the steel. We want to get some upgrades for Greed Dragon for future Hell Vents. Draw -1's fine. These are the ones that have the thing. I'll actually go like that. I think it serves us better. And here we'll go up here. It doesn't actually matter, so we'll just spam this. That. We already do a lot of damage there. It's a lot of Pyrogel. That is a lot of Pyrogel. And that's why we saved that. I completely forgot that I'm Echo of the Timefather this whole time. I should probably make use of that. So we already got 2 of these with one of them spell chained. Trying to think. Is it ridiculous to take another one? I mean, I'm going to have a lot of damage with Greed Dragons anyway. And just my Arduhn. So like more defense seems better than these kind of middling damage cards. Yeah. Alchemy would be taken here if I didn't have a Greed Dragon. With the Greed Dragon, I'm just fine slowly getting my way up to 11. Because we're never going to cash these in. Pyreball is good with Conduit. I just don't know that we're going to stack that much Conduit. I actually did a run before this on my Steam Deck. And I had the Slay Path of Arduhn. And I got up to like 80, 89 Conduit. That's the one nice thing about the Slay Path. Is like you just get so much Conduit by the end of the run that like things like Pyreball can just be guaranteed to be good, even if you never find any additional Conduit cards. I don't know, I'd probably just skip these honestly. The Lava Flow isn't that good. I've never really thought it's that good of a card. And I've never really thought Pyreball is that good either. But I don't know, maybe I should take the Pyreball just in case. You know, Flicker's my only actual AoE right now. The thing about taking this is there is a Calcified Ember, and it's not like that good for me right now. It's technically good, but it's not good in the sense that I want to be like killing backliners with Golden Touch. Just to get these going as fast as possible. I think I should take it though, just in case. I could probably get away with looting there, but you know, why? Alright, Titanite and Endless. Let's see if we're getting another Greed Dragon. We're not. I could take the Magma Cultist. It's a lot of Ember. I feel like I do like the Endless and the Greed Dragon. I don't know if I like Titanite and Endless. I mean, it's certainly doable. I'd rather have Endless with like Smidgestone and or Multi-Strike. The thing with the Titanite is like it just means it's kind of anti-Endless, you know what I mean? Because Endless wants to kind of die. It won't die early anyway, but later on it wants to die and be replayed. So if I go Endless, which I think I will, I don't know, the Magma Cultist is usable. It's definitely good with the Flicker. But it doesn't fit on any of my floors unless I'm getting Smidgestone. You know, I want to be putting stuff on Arduhn. I think I skipped this, honestly. And we'll take Endless here. We'll probably just set up bottom floor then. Can't really comfortably reroll here, so I'm actually okay just Titaniting this. That actually kind of makes sense. And we can Avarice it as well, because we don't really need to care there, and this thing will just pay for itself. Could have also done Conduit 5. Ooh. Okay, we got Awoken, Stygian, and Underlegion. So, first off, we know Underlegions typically aren't good. And I think as I look through these, that still remains to be the case. Awoken's has this Rail Spike. As Adaptive Mutation, kind of works with Mage Blade, but not greatly. Not enough that I would care. And I don't know, Cycle of Life, probably not. Unleash Wildwood, maybe. Wildwood Tome, maybe. Honestly, not that good. What about Stygian? Siren's Song is always good. Maybe, especially with the Echo of the Timefather, I can freeze it. If I remember that I have the Pyre. Yeah. Harness the Titan would be very good, actually. Very, very good. Stygian's is the best. Let's go with that. Alright, these aren't really the cards I wanted. Is Gifts okay here? I don't know that I want the Phase Blessing to be destroyed. However, if we get a consumer move, then we can protect it. Though we also have to pair that with a -2 Ember and remove. How do the things here look? That magic doesn't look great. That magic looks good. That magic looks good. So there's 2 magics for sure we could hit. 3 if I really wanted, but probably not. Kind of thinking maybe Ice and Pyre. It's attuned, and the only problem is, like, I wasn't really going to set up top with Arduhn yet, and that's probably still the case. Is it? I could just put Greed Dragon on its own down below with a Magma Mauler behind it. Weird as that is, but then what's protecting Arduhn? I can put it, I guess, a Shield Steward with Arduhn, and I can kill it off. Yeah, I guess that works. And eventually we'll just have another Greed Dragon to put up top with Arduhn. How do the Immersion of Steels look? I need to figure out where I'm going to hit these. Like, I said that's a good looking Merchant of Magic, but not in the context that I do actually not have many steals ahead of me. And they're pretty much all opposite of good stuff. This is probably the steal I have to hit then, because giving up the Empyrean Walls is not so good. Yeah. It's also another reason to hit the Merchant or the Celestial Alcove here and here, because that will give me more option, more chance to just upgrade the Greed Dragon. That way, then I don't have to care about hitting another Merchant of Steel. We'll just take whatever okay thing we can get on it. All right, push back. You'll go there. I guess you'll go there. You'll get pushed back immediately, but whatever. Yeah. Guess we'll hit you. And then do this. Kill that. We have targets for the eggs here. I think I should play that. I could have... I need to think about freezing something. But none of it has really seemed like super great to freeze yet. Yeah, I don't think I'll freeze this. I don't have to play this. I think I'd rather push 50 damage here than play this. I could have used the ability too, but I feel like I should just save that for when I really need it, you know? Like I might need it here. It doesn't look like I will. But if I did... 2 sap. That's fine. Take that out. I may want to just do this. Alright, him dying is great. And this is a really good turn to do this. And again, I just don't know that I should have to use my ability, so... we're getting almost to the point where maybe since I'm redrawing, it actually makes sense to just freeze these. I will just freeze those. Try to get better stuff. Oh crap, I didn't realize I wasn't killing that guy. Well, we took damage kind of pointlessly there. I can just kill this like that. We're doing a lot of damage there. If we can hold out a little bit, I want to get my... I want to get my, what do you call it? Egg generating card, golden touch, yeah, whatever it is. We didn't end up getting it, and might as well just kill him now then. Oh, I can't. They're dead. I don't really need to play anything more. Yeah, we didn't even draw him here. I was gonna say if there's maybe some way I could have like killed my own guy, but yeah, not really. Alright, give me one more second. I'll be right back. Alright. Let's see what we got. Tome of Contracts. I wouldn't mind taking that on my Arduhn. Just being able to use that ability every other 2 turns or whatever. Pretty good. Then I could use it a little more liberally. I would stack all it would really translate to is like I would stack a little bit more conduit though. I mean, I don't know if it's that good in that context. Whereas I could do this. Sure, it's a calcified ember, but it's early enough. You know, we got going into ring 4 with it. It should represent some decent damage. But it is another calcified ember. We did get rid of the one that we got. Tome of Contracts. Is there any other units that would be good on? Like, even I don't know that I would take a hothead because I don't really have any scaling for it. So it's really good on hothead normally, but not here. I'd specifically have to get Mage Blade equipment, which is only about a 50% roughly from here on out, assuming I don't like beeline every Merchant of Arms or something. Whereas this is just damage, and it could go on anybody really. I could also just skip. I am kind of leaning toward that. I'm like, Arduhn kind of does enough damage anyway, and these Greed Dragons will do pretty good damage. I got 11 eggs for them, so they're going to be getting 110 on top of the 20, so... And then they're endless, so in the later fights when they're getting like replayed and stuff, we do have to remind... I got enough backline clear already that I think I'm not worried about like the silencers, but we do need to remember that the silencers could stuff these Greed Dragons from being replayed, and getting stats is something to keep in mind. I think we just skip these. I don't know. This isn't going to grow that big. I'm taking an Ember upgrade anyway. We're going to have 3 to 4 Greed Dragons by the end of this run, and I just don't know that I can afford these to start adding other units. I'll take a pip if I have to, but we start with Ember for sure. Yeah, we're never taking these. How about I don't accidentally loot them? I think we go to the right. I think there's just, yeah, way more stuff over here for us. Ooh, this one always pays for itself. So we can take that. If I can buy both them, we'll definitely do that. It looks like I can. $2.95. Yeah, we got that in change. So we're definitely hit that Merchant of Steel up. Okay. Summon does not proc on Reanimate, so this one is probably just going to go on the Magma Mauler. And, I mean, Fecundity, I don't know how to say it, could be okay on the Greed Dragon. I don't know, I don't like it that much. I mean, I have the Ember upgrades, so I could technically make decent use of it, but I don't have enough pip space for it. It's really good with Volatile Gauge, by the way, because with Volatile Gauge, when you redraw it, it just costs the normal amount. And also, if you just play it on a unit that came in at a low amount, you can play another one and then another one. Super good with the Gauge, but I haven't seen Gauge in a while, I feel. I think Many Lives is just the default every time here, right? And it'll go there. We want to... I guess I still could have put it on the Greed Dragon, but it just didn't make sense. Could flex in Slay, but it's pretty late to get it going. We already got kind of an idea here of what to do. Front gets Reanimate 1. This trail can catch you by surprise sometimes. We still only have the one Greed Dragon. This boss can be tough, but I think with going bottom floor with the Greed Dragon will be fine. I think this is fine. I got pings to take care of the Reanimate and the backliners. Alright, we'll go like this. Let's make sure these Shield Stewards die. Okay, probably just let that guy up. I think I'd rather hit this or this. Maybe this guy's already hurt pretty good. Do the mine that gets me some money. Doesn't matter here. I'm not getting that guy anyway. Might do that. I don't know though. This guy kills him as is. Probably should have maybe thought about freezing that. I'm hoping that'll be the only leak. Alright, this is good. If I do that, he dies anyway. Yeah, we're taking another leak, unfortunately. I don't know if I should have done that. I may not redraw my deck. And the Savage Hunters are just annoyingly fucking hard. Well, we got another floor of this. We're full on dragon hordes. We still just do that. God. Yeah, definitely the hardest combo of, you know, stuff. But yeah, we got it here. We'll do that back. A more middling build would have some real issues there. We still leaked 19 damage. But to be fair, we took like a pretty hard trial with it. But yeah, that boss and that group. Dire Defenses is not far behind either. I still say Ring 4 is kind of overtuned in comparison to Ring 5. Like, Ring 5 is quite easy. Of these cards, I think Moonbeat is a horrible card. It's at its best when combined with Pyreborn, honestly, because of the Pyrogel interaction. Every single hit counts towards it, but even then it just sucks. It's like, unless they fixed it, somebody let me know. I'm not willing to take it and figure it out, but like the shitty way it works is it's basically the same thing as Forever Consumed, where it just only hits the front enemy. You know, it'd be a lot better if it hit, you know, say that front enemy had 20 health, and I played it with like X cost 3 or something. To me, it should kill the front enemy with the first 20 shot, and then hit the next enemy with the next 20 shot, so on and so forth. But that's not how it works. It puts all 20, or every single one of those shots goes to the front unit, regardless of if it's dying or not. That's what makes this card horrible, in my opinion. Like, it's just the damage output. It's worse than Forever Consumed, which already sucks. So it really has no difference, other than it can kill reanimate units a little bit better, and it can interact with Pyrogel a little bit better. That's it, and it sucks real big ass. But and Eclipse Chamber is only really working with my Arduhn, who almost never has to worry about being in New Moon, and we're probably not having any banners from here on out. You know, I probably definitely want to hit the Greed Dragon here. Even though it only has the one upgrade, you know, we'll hit this steel, and then those can get the better dragons. I mean, the steel can split upgrades. I mean, this could be okay, but not really. We just skip these. Okay, Make It Rain with Conduit. Probably take that. Probably take that. It's a really good card. 421. We'll hit that cavern first. Mind Cage, Sack Chamber, Hell Furnace. Sack Chamber, it's kind of late for it. I already have Golden Gloves. Like, I don't think I need another greedy thing. I will roll this though. BT Blade, Inferno Room. Inferno Room, maybe. It's a little awkward with my Greed Dragons, but at the same time, it might just help them die. It's definitely good into Entropy, and it's pretty good into this. I think we take it. Yeah, I think we take that. Just have to remember not to take Manifold Mirror if we see it. Tome of Horrors. Honestly, I got a unit that already has 3 reanimate. That is probably the call here. Yeah. Even though we're not hitting a Merchant of Magic or anything. So yeah, we'll Hellvent this. I mean, it's a little awkward to Hellvent it right now, if I'm being honest. But I think we need to. We may... If we don't get Smidgestone here, we're just going to take a pip upgrade, and this play will make more sense at that point. I probably want to deploy this, even though I'm not going to have enough Ember. Might as well just have it deployable. And I don't think these are going to be good. I mean, Planetarium, maybe. I don't have a room on that floor. I mean, I guess I can take the Planetarium. I feel like I usually take it and I just end up regretting taking it. It's like, I feel like it's better in theory than it is in practice. Right now it's basically just a Mollusk Mage that's 0 pip. All our stuff's beefy enough that I think this is fine. And this boss will be interesting, but I don't think it's like too scary. I don't think we're using the Inferno Room in this fight. This fight that's basically the same enemies as the last fight, except these ones just aren't even nearly as bad. I think we'll do this. I'll put you in front just to get rid of that. We should get rid of the at least the more expensive Golden Touch. That's definitely the worst card in the deck at this point. I guess we do this. Save a little bit of damage. So the awkwardness here is like when this guy dies, I can't like play him here. Alright, this is a good turn to use this. Those are all dying because I got this guy. I don't think we need to sap this. Is this weird to do? I don't think it's too weird to do. It's like I may not have another chance to cleanly do that. They're all dying. See how much damage this this Tome of Horrors has done. No, we're not playing that. No sense sapping. Alright, we'll get this one here, since I have the, this to play here anyway. Yeah, it's going to be a pretty good floor. I have to imagine it's good enough. If I had the sleigh route, that would have been nice. Alright. Forgot that I had the Avarice. Could have made more money if I didn't ping him there. Moonlit Glaive, Hexalation for overstacking. And who knows, maybe the spell weakness is useful. I think I like the Hexalation more here, actually. Yeah, we'll take that. These are skips. All of them pretty much doing the same thing and not any better than this does. Yeah, we gotta go to the steel. It's our only chance. Alright, give me 1 second here. Endless and Titanite again. Well, I could put Titanite on one of them. It will suck if I re-roll and it's like Smidgestone and Multi-Strike, but that's also not a horrible situation to be in. I guess I've got the housing anyway, right? So, yeah, let's lock in one of them with Titanite. Oh, beautiful. Well, let's make this one. So we only need the one with a Titanite. That's like the dedicated tank. And then the other ones we want dying a lot since they're doing more damage and they're less space. And then we'll see if we can get a something on them. So we're not hitting any more steals for sure. We're hitting these Hellvents and Hellventing the Greed Dragon. We can do this or Conduit. I think the Conduit's actually better. Ha. Like I would ever take that piece of crap. Nice try. Nice try. We can get rid of some cards. Let's get rid of this one for sure. We definitely don't need the Stewards. Let's get rid of them. The other ones are easy enough to play out. We'll just do that then. I think we still can set up top with Arduhn, and we'll still go bottom. Kind of don't like what I just did there. I think we wanted the Inferno room here. I guess it's not the end of the world if I still just do this. He's got Titanite anyway. Yeah, let's live with that. Good block. Hit that. And they're all dead. We'll hit you with... Oops, should have hit this first, but whatever. You know what? Get that. Gotta protect your champion. Okay, I got an idea for a cool mutator. If your champion dies, you die. Obviously, there's some champions that would be miserable with, like Little Fade, but the idea would be, you know, you're not really playing Little Fade with it. You're just getting an added challenge. I can put this here in the back, I guess. That guy's dead, so that's good. No need to lose money. Let's just blast these guys. This guy's dead here. Or just kidding, maybe? I'm thinking I like the whole just kidding thing here. Boom. Okay, well he did die, but we're not killing that guy, I guess. I am surprised that guy lived, but I guess so. I guess I should have put the, maybe I put the steward in front, would have been better. Just put him back there, right? Why not? There's no way I can kill them. Nah, I should have done this. Whatever. Oh, he's actually killing him. That's amazing. I love it. Through the Inferno room and everything. Oh, I thought the Inferno room would keep going off. I guess it's not that impressive if it's not good, it doesn't keep going off. So it goes off only the first round of the combat? That's not how I expected it. I guess I've never really fought on Relentless in an Inferno room before. Cursed Dragon Staff, not really. If it interacted with Conduit, that'd be sick. Probably too OP though. The tough thing about this Dragon Staff is like it's gone through several fun iterations, but every time there's just something that ends up broken on it, and it's just left kind of in a boring state currently. There's definitely a few things, and obviously I can't reveal specifics, but There are a few things that, in the name of balance, did probably get sacrificed the fun out of. Dragon Staff is one of them. Winge's Spirit is the other one. I wish I could tell you what it used to do. It was everyone's favorite pyre, but it was super OP. It made Dominion look like B tier in comparison or something. But yeah, it was Winge's Spirit used to be definitely the most fun pyre. Superheated sucks. So does Death Roar. They're both basically the same card, just crappy. Yeah, we'll just skip these. Well, I don't need a pip upgrade now. I mean, I still could, because the 3-pip unit is a little awkward in some cases, but we're just going to take Ember. I'm going to have a lot of these Greed Dragons, and I want to play them all out at the start. Alright, we do have a Remove Consume. I could do that here. I don't mind it, honestly. Then I can just make it cost 1. And now that Magma Mauler is a nice target, is a nice target for it. Spell Chain here is pretty strong. I just don't know that I need it. I have an Inferno Room. I have a Tome of Horrors that's consume removed and 1-costed. So I probably don't need to do that. Probably just do it here. 10. Let's make one of them 10, I think. The other one we can just make cost less. And we may be low on health, so I could do like that or something. That's okay. I could Surge Stone one of these. Nice. Well, remember when I said we'd have a reasonable run at the start of this? I should just not talk anymore. I was like, there's no high rolls with Echo of the Timefather and Arduhn. To be fair, they are not contributing at all to the high roll. It's little guy right here is the reason. But yeah, can't control everything. I'm also not gonna just I'm not gonna go out of my way to like make the run harder on myself. I'll do it to some extent. But it's just, you know, maybe if I transition more to, maybe after I've lost this win streak, I could make a play like that. If I was like lower on the win streak, I just want to see how long I can get this one to go for. So this will be a good precursor to Entropy fight. I think we're gonna be fine. We've got a lot of removal. Same deal. I think we still do this. I could put one of these. I could put both of them down here, honestly. I probably would have rather played that than that. Oops. I didn't realize I had that little of Ember. Definitely just do this, right? And they'll still hit me, but whatever. I didn't really need to play these. I could have permafrosted them, I guess. We can do this. And then just get rid of that. If something ever does leak here, we'll hit him with that. You can have that. No sense incanting here. Yeah, see here we have the problem. Like if I draw like that, then I do need to do something like this, but that's fine. Let's go here. Okay. Break the spell shield here, I guess. I don't know. Wait, what did that do? Oh, he has Conduit. Oh, I could have killed him and then put the guy down. Well, whatever. Completely forgot about that. One thing I will give props to Planetarium on, at the very least. Very cool visual on the room. You know, it's a planetarium, which is like, you know, ET phone home, whatever. But to me, it gives me a very laser tag vibe. which, you know, I was all about back in the day. I still am, but I was about it. I was all about it too. Okay, I butchered that Mitch Hedberg thing, but you get the joke. Do that. Well, Arduhn technically relevant here. Without him, we would have leaked a bit. I might have to use the ability here, so I can kill him if I want to put you down there, which I think I do. Now I could just bring him up then. Then do that. Yeah, if I don't want to play my ability, I can just do this since it's dazing him anyway. Yeah, I can save my ability for if I, for some reason, need it. Alright, we're doing half damage. You know, we would spend $15 here, but I think it's worth just to get rid of this shit. That. I'd like to kill him at bottom if I can. Looks like we're doing it. This is why the Titanite's nice. Saw a brief moment. It did say 69 there. Don't think I didn't catch that. And if you didn't catch it, shame on you. Ritual Tome on top of my Titan Knight. My Titanite. Maybe. Probably not worth adding to the deck, honestly. I've become lower and lower on this card. There was a time I thought it was like God tier because like you pair it with Titan skin or Titanite and like almost no enemy in the game even can damage you. But then the stuff that actually does damage doesn't care about Titan skin, you know, just giant attacking, you know, giant attack units or giant corruption stacks. It's not like there's some giant multi-strike unit that does like low damage, right? That's where this card would come into play more so. I mean, yeah, I think it's just not worth adding. I love how Pyroborn's like 75% of their cards are just greed. Like very few actual combat cards. But the ones that they have are really good, like Make It Rain. Well, the uncommons are good, and the rares sometimes are good, like Pyroclasm is good. But then some of them suck, like Death Roar. Alright, most likely not taking anything here. I could take a Steward's Hall of Mirrors. Ooh. That could be good. Definitely thinking of Hall of Mirrors. Ooh, okay. If I take that, once again, it's like the planetarium. We just don't care about it, and at that point, we can just remove it. So this can just be for free. I like that. So for sure, we're gonna remove the planetarium. Where's the planetarium? Like I said, I usually regret adding it. Since today is no exception. Did we roll this yet? Oh, I finally found an instance where Seer Orb technically does something, but oh wait, I don't care. I took this thing and I'm just not using it. Hexalation's another card where I don't know. This is a card that I think would be much better in Monster Train 1. It's just a little over... It kind of needs to be a 1-cost, I feel. And it's harder to do just simple 1-cost Ember reductions consistently in Monster Train 2. So, like, a card that costs 2, you kind of feel it to some degree. And Manacles sucks. Breath of Heaven sucks. Those are horrible. All 3 of them are some of the worst in the game. I mean, there's maybe... I think I had one run where the Whelp thing went off once. I could roll this, or I could just start removing. I mean, there's very few things I would want here, so I think we just start removing. We got a free one. Let's do that one first. So what do we know for sure is, like, useless to us at this point? Golden Touch, I guess, is fine because it's 15 damage. Flicker's fine. These fighter starters are a little bit sus. But I think we get rid of the stewards over them. I'll get rid of one of them. I mean, they really don't need to be in the deck. Their steward's probably better. Yeah, okay. And Hellvent this Greed Dragon. I know I did maybe make it harder for me to kill silencer units, but that's fine. We have an Inferno room on the bottom anyway, and we can just set up on the mid mainly. Alright. We'll go... You here. I want that. Go here. I could dupe Arduhn as well, but I definitely want these Greed Dragons to be duped. I mean, that's just too good. I mean, if they're all dying, just hit you. You ready to feel the pain, buddy? Take 1,000 damage, bitch. Maybe less. I need to put one of them in front here. Do I need to? I suppose I need to. Definitely want to get rid of that. You can go on this floor. I don't know of a better place to put you. And I don't want to incant them. Starstruck ended up being kind of a dud. Starstruck often does become a dud, I feel. But it's definitely saved some runs for me before. It's the super chosen one, but I do want to play this, so I'm gonna... Here, we can do this. Got that thing back. This floor here is just hilarious. I mean, come on. I could move them up. Huh. I mean, I didn't really need to do that, but I wanted to. I guess I'll just... I wonder, does Spell Weakness work with the heal card? I've never actually tried that. We'll find out. We'll find out. As long as I don't kill him too fast. Alright, no silencer. I got a lot of sap on Arduhn up there. Alright, let's find out. It would do 10 there, 10 there. Well, that's lame. I feel like it should work, but maybe it really cares about the fact that it says damage spell, I guess. Maybe I save my money? I don't know. Do I really need to, though? Probably not. And I'm earning a lot back. Alright. We clear the whole floor, but he doesn't take too much damage. Here, we can just do this. Now you're dead. We gained health on that fight. Yeah, we'll just move the people up eventually with the Ascend card, and everything's good. That would be sad if I looted there, but that would be a run throw for sure. I don't know how I would beat the run then. I mean, yeah, I would die. Let's be real. I'm like, I could daze him every now and then. Yeah, it would not work. Let's be real. Alright, doesn't matter which of these we do. For this fight, I think I'm gonna go Greed Dragon over Inferno Rim. This is the main one. I need this on. Probably hit you with these. This is the only wave that we would care that much about Inferno Room, and guess what? We've got this. I don't mind. Yeah, whatever, I don't need it. We can put you here. Didn't really make use of Echo of the Timefather in this run. It was just, the run was like too powerful. I think Echo the Timefather mainly comes into play when you're just not having a good time, basically. I don't need that guy doing things. I feel like if I stack Conduit down here, it kind of goes to waste to some degree. Give you a big hit. They're dying, at least one. Kind of want that guy to die. So let's put this here, I guess. I think I should kill it, though. Oh, let's do that. Okay, so we'll bring up the cardless one, because we want this one to actually die if possible. Let's see. Okay, I should put this guy down first. And then, yeah, we'll bring the cardless one up. Ah, but then I can't play that. Yeah, I didn't really need to play that, did I? Well, this is fine. We'll just do this. Wait. Hey, look at that. I do want you to get hit. We can bring that cardless one up then. Yeah, that works. Where is Inferno Rim in all of this? Could actually put the Inferno Room here if I wanted to abandon this whole thing. Alright, that's cardless. But it has corruption, so it will just sort of die. Yeah, let's do this. They're all dead. This is going on. I should have done that. Let's do that. Alright. Both Entropy and Savagery are dead next turn. Then we just need to kill the minion. And we are good to go. I don't even necessarily want to play this. Here we can do that. Too bad I can't put the Inferno Room there. Yeah, I'm not going to play the Inferno Room. It doesn't benefit me all at this point. Well, he's dying, so we might as well keep what little score we have available. Boom! Yep, Greed Dragon. I am trying to put together a tier list template for the Monster Train 2 units. You know, the banner units. It's annoying because I can't find... I've asked for like an asset dump, but their hands are full right now, and I'm like, yeah, I'll just get it myself, but it's very tedious. I'm having to like get every single unit one by one into the tier list, or into the tier maker template. You know what I mean if you've ever made a tier maker template. It's annoying because they have to be like the same size roughly, and it still doesn't look right most of the time. And then you just settle for something that barely looks okay. But and there's a lot of units I have to put into this thing. But I do want to do like a unit tier list at some point here. And I don't know, make your guesses on where Greed Dragon will appear in that tier list. Yeah, I mean, I definitely think Arduhn, the funny thing is, like, I always usually will choose the sleigh path over this path if they're right beside each other, unless it looks like I'm having a really bad ring one. But it's funny, so like, you know, if I started with Mega Mauler, I would have just chose a sleigh, but it's like, if I'm being objective, it's like, I do have to wonder if most runs, this is just the better path, right? The one that I'm on, because, you know, I did just come off a run earlier where I had an 89 Mage Blade, and I can usually get between 50 to 100 Mage Blade on a decent Arduhn sleigh run, or sorry, 50 to 100 Conduit. But there are some runs where it's just like, I cannot get any sleighs, you know, and then at that point your champ becomes kind of useless because it's like a really low health and it doesn't do much damage at that point. Like, if we're talking like, you know, 10 to 20 Conduit is not really worth your champ is like a mollusk mage at that point. But yeah, this path will always be good, right? It gives you, if anything, some extra manipulation of your moon phase, which didn't really matter for this run, but there are a lot of runs where that matters, especially if you're running like Shade Guard, or if I actually needed my what do you call it? Where is that card? The Days card. I can never remember its name. Starstruck. Yeah, if you needed Starstruck to reliably apply Dazed, it can help with that. Though, honestly, with the starter card that we have with Arduhn, it's already just pretty easy to hit that. But yeah. Yeah, I like that. I like it though. It's predictable when you get the dragon that you're gonna win, but I enjoy playing him. You can still lose with him, trust me. It's losable, but it's pretty hard to lose. Pretty hard to lose with Great Dragon. He is kind of just the GOAT. But yeah, have fun with that run. There's probably a lot of ways you can take it. There's definitely a conduit line in there. But yeah, as always, thanks for watching, and until next time, peace.